Breck. Stephen Oliver Breck. Today is Saturday, June 5th, I think, 2021. And the reason I'm making the video today is to say something regarding the satellites. There's 4 of them, Voyager. The evidence adds up that everything about that satellite is presented as human, except there's one part of the code on there. It's a picture of an android, and it's made out of letters, which is code. I'm wondering, okay, is this something that we're gonna do? Some kind of android? Or have already done? Maybe. Or is this an alien species? The reason I say that, okay, we got 2 things on this planet. Biogelatinians. Jellyfish and squid. They don't have bones. They're gelatinians. Yet, within their gelatinial construct comes a conformal capability resulting from ribonucleic acid. These are the only 2 life forms on Earth in which do not develop from deoxyribonucleic acid. Now, everything else about Earth, the mammals, the reptiles, the insects, everything says deoxyribonucleic acid because of the oxygen content in the air. And if anything from Earth has RNA as its base construct, the percentage of the origin being of Earth and the Earth chemical construct is very, very minimal. I don't know how it can be done other than perhaps in a laboratory. These jellyfish and squid, that's 2 different life forms, indicating that we have more than one life form that is biogelatinious that is here on Earth, with an origin in which is not of Earth, according to everything else we know. These biogelatinous bipolar life forms, potential, okay, now we already know that when a jellyfish stings you, it puts a neural content of bioplasmatic capability to translate with the human or the mammal, whatever it is. It stings. Whatever it is we call stinging. What's really going on? Why does it sting us? Because there's a static there, something happening with our normal going on, and whatever that liquid that they just put in our body is causing. I think it's an invasive to the neural system, and which results in a static, and we call this static pain. And that's what's really happening as a jellyfish stings you. It's creating an electrostatic within your neural system. Alright, so these biogelatinous life forms have capability of interacting with mammalian bioplasmatic electrostatic neural effectiveness. So, realizing that, if there's different life forms of biogelatinians, 2 that we know of that live aquatically, subterranean in the water. Right, what if the potential of one of these that lives above the water and needed something to eat? And so I figured, hey, put some of these jellyfish out here, let them reproduce where there'll be plenty to eat for them. Well, what else would they do to create an ideal general environment? And get us to fill the air with a carbon in which RNA would be more comfortable. Okay, the potential of them doing that to the human race was slim and none, unless they had some cheating help. Well, alright, we got cannons being fired off at the Great Wall of China in 1500 BC, even though they weren't invented until 425. So potentially these beings are from another planet They're time travel capable, meaning they're fifth state matter capable, meaning they're dark matter capable. Dark matter is the basic elemental universal composition in which regulates the standard passage of time. You can dispute it all you want, but the evidence says that I'm right. Okay, you got dilation figured out? Because I'm saying that's it. Alright, now according to everything that our instruments have said, that's what it is. That's what's happening. Is that dark matter is the basic element in universal composition which regulates standard passage of time, meaning it is statistical effective potential. Meaning you can go from one point in time space to another point in time space with statisticals. Now, you may or may not understand what I just said. That's on you if you don't. It ain't my fault you don't. Anyway, what I'm getting at is realizing that RNA is probably not from Earth. And I don't see how a way that it's molecularly or chemically possible that RNA-based life form is from Earth. What you got? You got something that says I can be wrong? I'm curious to see it. Now, realizing that we know now that dark matter is the basic element in universal composition which regulates standard passage of time, and realizing these beings of bipodular, biogelatinous life form potential, meaning the goots. I don't know what else to call them. Can you either picture a walking jellyfish shaped like a human that stings a human, gets in a human, and then controls that human? Turns it into one of them, and then you put it on a team with the MVC in the Vietnam jungle, and what you got is a bunch of U.S. Marines saying they shot him 100 times and he still kept coming, and the only way we could get him was fire. And what you get is in 1500 BC, the Chinese have one fall into one of their fires and say, hey, at least that killed him, let's use fire, and invented the flamethrower. And there they go. Alright, in that world, the cannons were around in 1500 BC. Why would they need to be invented in 425? You can guarantee if they was around in 1500 BC, that's near 2,000 years for the world to have cannons in it. And come the time when those cannons was originally invented on the original timeline, there wouldn't be no need, because they'd become, how you going to invent something that's everywhere? The guy would have been in his garage talking about, hey, wait a minute, y'all forgot something, we got to invent the cannon. Really? Okay. So that's why the Chinese don't remember why they invented it, because the necessity had disappeared along with that timeline. That's what adds up to me. You got an explanation for the carbon-14 that is on that Great Wall? That's the only one I can figure. Alright, now, why is the wall there? Because the walls didn't need to be invented. Them stones and bricks was already here, whether that dude invented the cannon or not. Anyway, there's something to think about is the satellite. And that everything else is supposed to be projected as a human. Alright, it's not human. That android, what human uses that as a language? Well, which one of y'all doing it? How does this language exist? How do you speak it? You can't speak it. It's a code. Humans don't use code as a standard. Okay? So what's the code say? Now, who made it, and why is it being presented as a message from Earth to all the universe? This code that no human uses, but yet everything about it says, oh, we're humans. Welcome to Earth. What's up with that? I mean, I think that everybody has a right to know. I mean, is this an alien species inviting itself at a future point in time as a time-traveling species to take Earth? There's something to think about. Oh yeah, and the FBI got a thing today about the internal affairs. It'll be interesting to see what I can report on that. That's Glass Class Apple for today of Saturday, June 5th or 6th, I think. I don't really care what day it is. Anyway, thank you.